Now we're gonna get back to our exercises, stretching, and warm-ups and all that kind of stuff soon enough, but I want to take a couple minutes today to talk about technique. This is something that professional dancers, we just take it for granted. Yes, technique, oh yes, good technique, oh it's very strong technique, blah, blah, blah. And I think beginner dancers might not really kind of understand what that is. Like, what is even technique that we're talking about? Basically, we use it in two different ways, saying someone has strong technique or not, and as in like Graham technique, Cunningham technique, etc. Technique is essentially a certain system for training your body how to move in a certain way. And that's it. Basically, that's Martha Graham technique, is training your body to move in a certain fashion which is associated with the choreographer Martha Graham. Cunningham technique is training your body to move in a certain way which is associated with the choreographer Merce Cunningham. That's it. So technique is a system. Basically, saying somebody has strong technique or not is how well their body is trained to move in that certain way. For example, if you're talking about ballet, so somebody with good technique is somebody who has the lines down, who has the positions, who can have, high legs with straight, with good pointed toes, who can do lots of pirouettes. For me, there are certain things that I think are the most important when it comes to technique. And actually, the next series that I'm going to create is going to be classes and exercises basically around my own set of technique. Maybe in the future there will be, the Gillian Rhodes technique as like there is in Martha Graham. But hey, anyway, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. When we talk about movement, there's two things for me. There's what, and then there's how. When it comes to what, for me, what's most important is the lines. I need clean lines, right? To be able to, if you're going to intentionally break the lines, intentionally do so, but I really need to have clean, strong lines in arms and legs. The next thing that I look for is balance, your ability to balance on one leg, two legs, to move easily, and also this needs to turn and without losing your balance, to come back to the same place, to stand on your toes and be able to hold that easily. Then we have footwork. For me, footwork is very important. Learning how to easily move across the floor, to change directions quickly, to be light, basically light on the feet and move around easily. That's all footwork technique. And then finally we have floor work, so your ability to roll and move through the floor up and down easily. That's all under floor work. Now when it comes to how, there are kind of three main categories that I look for. The first category is flow and fluidity, right? How the movements flow from one to another. Sometimes that's jerky, sometimes it's soft, whatever it is. But that ability to kind of flow through the movements, that's part of technique and training. The second category is energy and dynamics, right? So sometimes we have to be powerful and explode the movement, sometimes we have to be soft, sometimes so there's power involved, and then there's dynamics. Sometimes they're the same, sometimes they're not. And then finally, the last category is clarity and control, right? When you're doing these intricate movements, they have to be clear, right? You can stumble through them, like you can stumble through your words, or you can go through them clearly. So clarity and control, which is associated with strength, are very important for me. That's kind of all I'm going to give you in this video, but I'm working on a series. You'll be patient with me because you know how long it takes me to do these things. But I'm working on a series where I'll basically create a class, one video at a time, which is each exercise is focusing on a different part of these techniques, and together they will kind of come together to be something that you can work on to improve your technique, at least in the Gillian Rhodes technique. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.